Yeah, man, Carey Price. Oh my goodness, Montreal owes this guy big. Okay, you want to talk about overpriced and all that stuff? No. You better be not only paying him the money that he's due, right, Leslie? Not only the money that he's due, all right, but you better be like sending shipments of meat to his house and stuff, fine steaks and everything like that for him to cook for he and his family. Okay. You better be sending him imported cheeses from all around the world. This man better be taken care of. Buy him a house. Do whatever you gotta do, all right? You owe Carey Price everything right now, Montreal. Everything. Because that game would have been a blowout if it wasn't for him. Oh my goodness. And the thing is, like, honest to goodness, Habs fans already know this. They know this. But some of those Habs fans, just like we have Leafs fans, right? Some of them, man, some of those Habs fans, I like to string out a guy like Carey Price. When honestly, the real reason that they struggled so badly today, through a nice chunk of that game, they found a way to get back in, Montreal did, okay? But Montreal struggled really badly in the middle of that game because they were gassed. They had no life. I mean, honestly, it was like the Leafs were running passing drills in the offensive zone. Just total puck control. Total puck control. Outshot them huge for a long time before Montreal finally got it together in the third and made a push to come back. Real exciting at the very end there, right? Real exciting at the very end. They almost tied it back up. I mean, like, I was gripping my seat, you know? It was very, very cool to see a nice little battle near the end, but boy, Campbell hung on, right? Found a way to get it done. Because I bet you he probably wants that one goal back, right? That one goal was in that, again, normally you might say that's not a bad shot to get beat with, because I mean, like, really, right? Like, it was a pretty fast little snapshot there, little wrist shot. But it was in that spot that he's been getting beat on a lot on his blocker side, right? Above the pad, below the blocker, kind of on that side, that range somewhere in there. I think he cheats a little too far on the glove hand side. He might want to look to just, I think he's confident enough in his glove, he should be now, because he's been flashing it around like crazy. Campbell is making beautiful glove saves. I wonder if he and his goalie coach are going to work on trying to shift him over to the blocker side a little bit more. I feel like he cheats too much to the left, and therefore leaves that spot open on the right, because several guys have beat him now in that same spot. Different teams, different scenarios, different angles even, and that seems to be the spot that he gets taken for. So, not really blaming him, so to speak. I'm sure he'd want that back. And then Riley was all ticked off at himself, right? Richie boy, all ticked off at himself for being a part of that play, letting that happen to him. And what does he do? Comes in and just, what a shot. The patience. I love that. And that's what makes me think that maybe there's a little bit of a disconnect right now between Carey Price and his team. Either they don't trust him or he doesn't trust them, or there's a little bit of both. I don't know by this point, but I'd be willing to bet something like that's going on pure speculation, of course. But something about the way that, like, that goal went in, when Riley was just holding off, right? Price is standing at the beginning of that. He sees where Riley's going, but he doesn't commit to Riley. As soon as Riley pauses for a second, he is sure in his mind that Riley's about to make a pass to the middle. Why? Because they've been doing that for like the last 5 minutes before that. There's just time and time again. Leafs were getting pucks to the front, getting chip-ins, getting little tip-ins, like attempts and stuff like that. It was driving Carey Price mad, I'm sure. So when he saw Riley pause like that, he was like, right? Price is thinking pass. He comes off of it and he slides forward a little bit. That's where Riley beat him. He just waited until Price went down before he was like, nah, I got you. Whoosh! Whoosh! Love it, man. What a goal, right? Love it. So, but heck, man, this was a much better effort from the Habs. This is what I was saying, right? That they can play badly defensively. We saw it, but it doesn't mean that they will, because they still got one in like that. They still got a nice game in tonight. Shots were low on both sides for a long time in this game before it finally started to open up a bit. Yeah, because both teams were just so tight defensively. So I like seeing a game like that, because I'd rather see my team fail at scoring a bunch than get scored on even once or twice, you know? Like, I don't want to see goals against. Take your time scoring. Take all game if you have to. Go 0-0 into overtime and score the game winner. I don't care. Take your time scoring. But I like how little they gave up tonight, the Leafs. I like how little the Leafs gave up in terms of quality shots, you know, breakaways and things like that. It was a much better game to watch from them, and it showed in the final score, right? Anderson was shut down this game. That's a very good point as well. There we go. All right. So yeah, you got to keep riding Campbell, man. I don't see why not. Unless he is showing signs in practice of being fatigued or not flexible enough for the day or anything really. You know, if there's any sign of him not being in a tip-top shape, right, hey KZ, then maybe you put Anderson in for tomorrow, right? I think I owed somebody that one further up. But yeah, shots went nuts in the third, right, Steph? One of our resident Habs fans in the chat room right now. Good game, good game. You've missed it, Steph. There's been quite a few Habs fans that have joined along in the past little while. Thanks, microwaved fish. That's gross. You know, that'd just be rubbery mess, wouldn't it? Not good, not good. But welcome. All right, so yeah, you got to go with Campbell until you need to. That's what I think. Might as well let him go, right? Let him ride with it. So Montreal, you played a much better game tonight. Nothing to feel bad about. Still at home tomorrow for you, right? Back to back. You never know. Might capitalize on a tired Leafs team. I suggest you get some rest because you looked like you ran out of gas in the middle of that game. Somehow found a way to get some back though. So you know, this series seems to be far from over. But as I like to say, right, Habs fans, enjoy the next 2 games. That's all you're gonna get, right? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Now, I want to hear what you guys have to say, okay? That's what I think, but now I want to hear what you have to say. And we're going to do it differently tonight because we also have to run the simulation to find out who's going to win tomorrow. So we'll talk about what you guys want to talk about because I'm not even going to be playing the game, okay? It's going to be strictly computer versus computer. We're going to let the simulation run, and off she goes, okay? You know what I mean? Sound good? All right, so let me turn my little monitor on here for myself so I can see, okay? But what are you guys up to, man?